Welcome to the McCallum Fine Arts Academy grand opening. It's the opening for the Arts Center, which will enhance our nationally recognized Fine Arts Academy at the McCallum High School by providing our students a professional learning environment which will allow for our fine arts students, like this young lady right here, to be college and career ready. It's going to be home for two exciting programs. One is the Creative Classroom Initiative, which will develop a model for arts-rich schools at all levels, and the Kennedy Center's prestigious Any Given Child program, which will give Austin students Austin School District significant consulting and planning support from senior Kennedy staff to ensure that any given child in Austin Independent School District has access to a strong arts-rich environment. This gorgeous facility behind me was built thanks to our wonderful taxpayers of Austin. The voter-approved 2008 bond program was supported by the people of Austin, and they invested $9.4 million so that we could have this building. The facility has actually already earned the highest award, a 5-star green energy rating from the Austin Energy Green Building Program because of its state-of-the-art environmental features.
It's such a bigger space for us to dance in, and now that we have such a more big space, we can do more things we weren't able to do before. Like the performance you're going to see tonight incorporates things that we would have never been able to do in the old theater. So we're all just really excited to get to perform in the new space, and we hope you enjoy it.
This building has been a long time coming. I remember back when Vince Torres and I sat on the Citizens Bond Advisory Committee in 2000. And I'll tell you, a lot of things happened in this town because of course, our kids and, the government. But this building is a tribute to our parents because they worked hard to make it a reality for many, many years. I am proud to present the City of Austin Award for being a green building and for McCallum's commitment to energy efficiency and water conservation. And with that, I'll give it to our superintendent.
Thank you.
This is the moment we've been waiting for, the dedication of the McCallum Arts Center. 1, 2, 3, all right!
Good evening, my name is Mike Harrison, and I'm always very proud and excited to say I'm the principal of McCallum High School, Kingdom of the Knights, and home of the Fine Arts Academy. Brand new, state-of-the-art McCallum Arts Center. It's my honor and pleasure to be on stage tonight, surrounded by so many people who helped make this facility a reality. If I named everyone who contributed to the construction of the McCallum Arts Center, it would take an extremely long list. But I do want to mention a few of the many, many people who helped in the design and construction of the facility. First, our most distinguished and gregarious superintendent, who is at our first seating, Dr. Maria Karstoffen. Let's give it up for her. She's my boss, The members of the AISD Board of Trustees, including our trustee and Vice President of the Board, Mr. Vincent Torres. The District 5 Director of the Fine Arts Department, Mr. Greg Goodman, and the other members of the Fine Arts Department for AISD, the 2008 Bond Committee, the Bond Oversight Committee, and the Campus Bond Task Force. I'd also like to recognize Kurt Shaw and his entire Construction Management Department, the SHW Group, Flintco, Ms. Lanier Baelish, the coordinator of our Fine Arts Department, and our Fine Arts teachers who helped in the design and monitor the construction of the facility. To all these folks and everyone who helped us see the project through, we really want to thank you. I also want to thank our many parents, our students, fine arts teachers who work many long hours behind the scenes to prepare for this majestic grand opening gala. You'll be amazed by the performance, amazed by our talented students, and amazed by our fine arts teachers who love, challenge, and push our students to the limits of their abilities. A special thanks to Gary Clark, President of the Friends of the McCallum Fine Arts Academy, for all her hard work in preparation for this event. At McCallum High School, we love and support all of our students. Not only is McCallum the home of the district's Fine Arts Academy, but our students excel in academics and athletics as well. We feel we have something for every student's interests and skills. We're an inclusive, comprehensive high school where everyone is valued, and this new building will be an inspiration to our entire school community.
Dr. Scarman had another event, and she regrets that she wasn't able to be here for the second performance. So on behalf of the superintendent and the board of trustees of the Austin Independent School District, it is my great honor and pleasure to be here tonight to dedicate the magnificent new McCallum Arts Center and the home of the Fine Arts Academy. As you know, this has been a rough year for public schools in Texas. But as I stand here tonight, surrounded by so many dedicated students, teachers, administrators, parents, and community, it is a very tangible reminder of all that is really right in public education here in Austin, Texas. This brand new facility showcases the kind of collaboration that makes McCallum a great school. From the parents and community, members who took the time to testify at the 2008 bond public hearings, to the district staff, including McCallum's faculty, administrators who work with contractors and architects to get the details just right, and of course, the Austin voters who supported the bond program that has made this dream a reality. And I want to point out one person who you know and I know that pointed out to us on the bond advisory committee that we had missed this in the 2004 bond, and it was because of her that we were able to add this in as an oversight, and a big oversight. I'd like you to recognize Susan Moffett. And of course, the final ingredient that makes this facility perfect, just add the students. I know we're all excited tonight to get to see just a tiny sampling of what these amazing students can do. And I saw the first performance, and I can assure you it is a breathtaking, spectacular performance. Before we get to that though, there are two exciting new district arts initiatives that I wanted to share with you, and McCallum is playing a lead role in both of them. The first of these is a creative classroom initiative, a groundbreaking collaboration that includes Austin ISD, the local nonprofit Mind Pop, led by Brett Hasty, institutions of higher education, and the Austin Arts and Cultural Organizations, all working together to ensure that every Austin student receives the benefit of attending an arts-rich school. Research shows that students attending arts-rich schools experience improved academic achievement, improved social behaviors, and go on to college and excel, regardless of economic status, regardless of where they or themselves, or where they were actually, whether or not they were participating in arts. Using the schools of the McCallum Vertical Team, the Creative Classroom Initiative will develop a model for arts-rich schools at the high school, middle school, and elementary school levels, focusing on successful elements that may then be replicated across the district. The second big initiative is the Kennedy Center prestigious Any Given Child program, for which Austin was selected after a highly competitive national process. Through this program, Austin will receive significant consulting and planning support from senior Kennedy staff, including access to the center's professional development and performance rosters, all with the goal of ensuring that any given child in Austin has access to strong arts-rich learning environment. And again, McCallum is playing an important role in this initiative as well. And as many of you know, I'm an engineer, so this next part particularly excites me because we bring fine arts and care for our environment together. And if our good news of the grand opening isn't enough, I'm also happy to announce that this facility has earned a 5-star, the highest award, green energy rating from the Austin Energy Green Building Program because of its state-of-the-art environmental features. So tonight, on behalf of the superintendent and the board of trustees, I want to reaffirm the district's commitment to McCallum and fine arts. Fine arts is here to stay in Austin AISD. For many years now, this nationally recognized program has provided talented students from throughout Austin with a rigorous 4-year accelerated arts program on a diverse public high school campus. McCallum administrators, faculty, students, and parents are fully committed to an inclusive open-door policy that weaves the Fine Arts Academy seamlessly into the broader school community, and everyone benefits from this. McCallum stands for creativity, inclusiveness, success for every student, and I can't think of a better recipe to elevate public education. I ask you to join me tonight in dedicating this beautiful new McCallum Arts Center in honor of all who have worked to support this campus and the arts. Thank you very much.
My name is Carrie Clark, and I am the chair of the Friends of the Academy, and we're hosting tonight's event. We're really glad you're here. It's quite a crowd, and I just can't thank you enough for being here. This past spring, a big group of us went down to Houston, and then we went to Dallas to look at their fine arts programs at their 2 fine arts high schools. Dallas has a fine arts high school, and Houston has a fine arts high school. What was really clear to me right away was that our students at McCallum were just as talented as those students in Houston and Dallas, and our teachers were just as amazing, and the parents were just as involved. But the piece that we did not have here in Austin was we did not have the community involvement that we needed. And I'm talking about civic leaders, arts patrons, philanthropists. And so tonight, the theme of tonight, the whole evening is Elevate. And what we want to do is try and elevate the stature of McCallum, the community involvement, the awareness. We want people to come to our programs and see our shows and come to our concerts. We have 1,700 kids in McCallum, and out of that, 1,200 of them are involved in the fine arts program. That's 70% of kids in McCallum are involved in fine arts. So Friends of the Academy is here to meet the desire of both the faculty and the campus administration and the community to try and bring in dollars, partnership, and things like that. And just to kind of highlight a few partnerships we've already received this past spring, local artist Roy James, who's here tonight somewhere, and donated $11,500 to the visual arts department. It was a huge donation. I'm shopping around for, so if anybody's interested, let me know. And we also been partnering with Frog Design. Oh, that's my cue to hurry up. The class of 1959, Tommy Cowan is going to head up a program a multi-year campaign to help us with the equipment that we still need in this facility. And of course, we have tonight's sponsors, so I'd like to thank them very quickly. Christy and Blake Stanford were our big sponsors tonight. Fine Watches, Lloyd Libby Doggett, Tommy Cowan, Suzanne and Vincent Torres, SHW Group, Hat Creek Burgers, Flint Cove, Beverly Reeves, Austin Chronicle, and Dr. Ladd and his loving wife, Maureen Ladd, are our major sponsors. You can read all about them, they're in your program. And I hope tonight that you all will give generously. I've got envelopes in your programs. I hope you drop me a check so we can continue the great work that we're doing here. All right, that's it for me. That's my pitch, and we'll clear the stage, and you all are really in for a treat. Tonight's program is called Elevate, and we have almost 200 kids participating in it, and you're in for a really special event. Thank you so much.
Tonight we're at the McCallum Arts Center. This is a product of the 2008 bond package, and we were very excited to have this facility built. It's a great facility, brand new, state-of-the-art, probably a one-of-a-kind as far as a high school campus having a theater of this caliber. It's a great boost for the campus in general, and especially for our Fine Arts Academy, where we have a lot of students who are outstanding performers, outstanding musicians, outstanding dancers, and this facility will be able to showcase those talents in the future.
Tonight we're having an open house, and students are working on their artwork around as they interact with community members, parents, and other important people to McCallum.
So this piece is made out of things that are really temporary, like and outdated. Our dogs grow hair and it falls off and we throw it away. Cassette tapes are no longer used. Granite is crushed up and thrown in our yards. And so I was trying to take all the things that we outgrow and turn it into something mildly functional and a representation of how everything fades. So I tried to mimic sedimentary rock by layering up all these things. And once it's done, I'm going to turn it upside down and hang it from the ceiling. And with time, also, it'll decompose, and pieces of it will eventually fall out of these that are solid now. And so it'll also represent how everything starts to fade in our lives, and when we die, we're just also going to be a layer of trial and error placed on the earth.
So having these new buildings have been wonderful. The studio space has wonderful light in it. Students have great storage for their artwork. We've gotten new wheels through a donation from a local artist. It's really improved the quality of work that the students will produce and our motivation to be the best art school we can be.
Here at McCallum, we have outstanding teachers in the classroom. We have outstanding teachers in our fine arts programs. And our fine arts programs benefit all students. Just because you're not an Academy student, that doesn't mean you cannot take the very same courses that our Fine Arts Academy students take. We have just very talented students from the McCallum area, and also because we're a Fine Arts Academy, they can audition and transfer here to McCallum.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America is asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all.
Art is important for a student because it gives them another side to express themselves and to show another side of them. It helps them maybe to relax and just be creative. And I just think this school is a wonderful place. After looking at these classrooms, I wish I was a student again.
I think it makes my life better as a teenager because at first you're really shy and don't want to do anything, but then you have your friends give you more confidence and your teachers, and it's amazing what you can overcome just being in any fine arts.
It gives you so much to do, and you make a lot of new friends, and you have a really fun time.
It keeps you really busy, so like if you have nothing to do after school, you usually have like a choir rehearsal or a band rehearsal or orchestra rehearsal, and it's just, you meet lots of new people, so it really helps you to get involved with the school and to know lots of people.
Without music or fine arts, I'd be nowhere because I love music and it's a passion to me. If we didn't have music, then would we have colors?
So no, I'm not a great romancer. I know that I'm about to answer when you propose. Anything goes.
Well, doing live theater is both thrilling and terrifying. You don't get a second chance, and if you mess up, you keep going. And that's something, that can also apply to life as well. They're really skills that you carry everywhere, even when you're off stage. This year at the McCallum Fine Arts Academy, we're doing 9 shows, plus the student-directed series. Next week, we have opening Vogues, which is a movement theater piece, and then after that, we have Parade, which I'm working on. This new building is really fantastic for the program. It means the art majors will be able to move out of the portables, and the band majors will be able to fit all of their instruments on stage. But most importantly, it's a huge step in gaining national recognition for both the program and its students.
Students involved in the arts, any research will tell you, are going to be very successful students, very involved students in the school. It's a great dropout prevention strategy. McCallum, along with the arts, we have outstanding athletic programs and academic programs. McCallum High School has a climate and a culture of acceptance.
I really like the Fine Arts Academy because it really gives me a chance as an artist to branch out and find out more techniques with art or find opportunities with art colleges. Also, I get a chance to do a lot of different projects and meet with people who have the same interests. And it's really great. And plus, there are just so many great people here and so many great projects going on, like the theater group or the dance group or the choir. I just think that it's growing into a real community.
One of the outcomes we hoped for in this one was to have outside agencies and artists in residence here in Austin and the surrounding areas to be able to come into our school and enrich our programs and to give our teachers opportunities to work with them and to bring their skills and their expertise into the classroom to help our students further develop theirs. So we hope that's something that happened tonight with our theme of Elevate in the grand gala opening of our McCallum Arts Center.